Well, hi-ho, folks, and welcome back to the adventures of Turwinkle, the Gnome Mage. Well, hi, Turwinkle.
Hello!
Are you all set for tonight, sir?
Indubitably.
Well, great, because tonight we are going to go talk to the guild called the Nor Cure. That's right, a Draenei guild over on Moonguard, and we're going to find out all about their guild, how you can join them, what to expect when you're in the guild, and some fun information about the guild from the members itself and what they enjoy about being in it. And so without further ado, let us go find the Nor Cure. Alrighty folks, well we made it to Caribor Harbor here in Draenor, and we have found this awesome guild, the Nor Cure, and right up here, and here they are, they look awesome, and right at the front here we have Ivania. And now, Ivania, is this your dog up front here?
No, it is not.
Oh, okay. Now, Ivania is the Exarch of Nor Cure. Ivania, the patient, she's a level 100 Draenei hunter. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, Mr. Turwinkle.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me to come and talk with your guild. I can't wait to learn all there is to know about your awesome guild here. And I guess first and foremost, let us go ahead and meet all the awesome folks you've brought with you here. And I guess we'll start right down here. Oh, hold on. You guys are so tall.
This is Harbinger Alosa.
Okay. And how long has... Hold on now. Going... Give us a second here. How long?
Sorry.
How long has Alosa been in the guild?
Alosa is actually one of our founding members. She's been in the guild since the very start.
Oh, excellent. Alrighty. And next?
We have Stormcaller Malkarai.
Absolutely.
Ah. So she's a vanguard of the Nor Cure. She's level 100 Draenei shaman. Excellent. I love the transmog there. That's very nice. Alrighty. Next. Oh, you're wanting to get through these, ma'am. I can tell.
No, that's not it. I'm just nervous. I'm sorry.
No reason to be nervous, ma'am.
We have Gravewalker Ofana here.
Alright, she is an enforcer of the Nor Cure, is a delver of the vaults, is a level 100 Draenei priest. Awesome. And again, I've always loved these shoulder pads with the little bells on them. They're very nice. Alrighty, and next?
Next we have our lovely seer, Cecine.
That's right, folks. In the next installment of the Tournament of Ages, you'll get to see... You'll get to see Cecine give Turwinkle his fortune. Did an awesome job at the Tournament of Ages. This guy's had a wonderful booth there. And again, that'll be in the upcoming episode on the Tournament of Ages Part 2. Alrighty. And next?
Next we have one of our budding acolytes, Seluna. Seluna.
Hey, you sound like Turwinkle pronouncing names there. Seluna, initiate of the Nor Cure, is a level 100 Draenei priest as well, and so very nice to meet her. And how long has she been in the guild?
Seluna's been in the guild for probably about a month now.
Oh, excellent. Alrighty. Now, ma'am, I'm going to scooch on the other side of you here. I'm actually going to have to back up here a little bit to get him in the picture. There we go. Okay.
We have High Vindicator Gandalin. He's also affectionately known as the Mountain for obvious reasons.
Right, it would take Turwinkle and George and Glenn quite a bit to get up the mountain. Because he's... because he's so big. Okay. Alright. Moving on. Next. These are jokes, people. Okay.
We have General Lay Mortis.
Ah, level 100 Draenei Paladin. I love that helm, sir. Where did you get the helm?
That is the result, my good sir, of slamming my face into PvP for very much amount of time.
Oh, it's awesome. I love that whole outfit. That is great.
My thanks.
And next.
We have Arbiter Dorave.
Dorave, the Hallowed. He's a level 100 Draenei Paladin. He's an enforcer as well. And how long has Dorave been in the guild?
Dorave actually came in the guild with Ofana, and they're kind of our matched set of little lovelies. They've been in the guild for about 2 months now.
Ah, and now is there a in-character relationship there?
Nope, just out of character.
Oh, okay. No, that's.
Aw.
Oh, well, you never know. Maybe. Okay, let's move on.
She's his daughter.
Oh, okay. We could have said that before, ma'am. When I said relationship, it didn't have to necessarily be, a.
I'm sorry.
Okay, moving on. And last but not least here.
We have.
How dare you interrupt me? This interview's done.
I'm sorry.
All right, last but not least.
We have Farseer Ishtali of Argus.
Excellent. He's a spiritualist of Norcure. He is Ishtali of the Four Winds, a level 92 Draenei Shaman. Hello, sir.
Hello.
And enjoy being a shaman, do you?
Not just that, I'm also a broken, so it's pretty fun.
All right, excellent. All right, folks. Well, there you have it. The Norcure. Some fun folks here. And so when we come back, we're going to find out why we're here. And that, again, is to find out all about the Norcure and find out the guild they're in and why they enjoy being in it. And so with that, we will be right back. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And so, Avanya. Awesome folks here, and they are all part of the Norcure. Now, how did you come up with that name?
I didn't actually come up with the name by myself. Elosa and Lay Mortis actually sat down with me for a while, and we scoured the depths of the internet for any Draenei language we could come across, and we ended up making the name Norcure because it means refuge of the redeemed in Draenic.
Now, is it Norcure?
Yes.
Okay, I've been saying it wrong. The Norcure. Okay. Now, what kind of guild are you guys? Are you a heavy roleplay, medium, light? Do you guys PvP, PvE, raided battlegrounds? What kind of guild is it?
We are a heavy RP guild. We also have a PvP sect, and come next expansion, we're going to be opening up the raiding floodgates and see how that goes.
Oh, okay, awesome. So a little of something for everyone then.
Yes, sir.
Well, great. So you are a heavy roleplay guild, so what's the storyline behind the guild? What's your history?
Well, the Norcure is a Draenei protectorate. We have heavy ties with the Rangari and the Shatare specifically. Our goals in character are basically to ensure that the Draenei people are treated fairly and get what they need in order to survive as a people, and also to protect our new home on Azeroth.
Ah, okay. So do you guys do more role-playing on Draenor or on Azeroth?
We have a tendency to bounce back and forth. It depends on where the flow of our current storylines are going.
Okay, well, excellent. All right, folks, so a great storyline that you can sink your teeth into, and a wonderful set of folks here, and they're all in this great guild, again, the Norcure, not Norcure, as Turwinkle was calling them earlier. And so with that, when we come back, we're going to let you folks know how you can come and join this awesome guild. So we'll be right back with that. All right, folks, and we are back. And so, Avanya, I'm watching this episode. I love what you guys are about. and I want to come join you. So first and foremost, who do I talk to?
Well, if you want to join the guild, generally speaking, you would speak to either myself or one of my officers.
Okay. Now, is there an age restriction getting into the guild?
Yes, actually, we have an 18 plus age restriction.
And why is that, ma'am?
Guild chat can get interesting sometimes.
Okay, well that's fair. Is there a class or race restriction?
There is only a race restriction in that we only allow Draenei into the order.
Ma'am, now I'm only going to assume that if I, Turwinkle, wanted to get into the guild, you would allow me.
We would have a golden and crystal throne carved into a deer shape for you.
Good Lord, okay. Okay, so it's a Draenei only guild.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, excellent. Now, is there a level requirement?
We currently do not have a level requirement at all.
Okay, so a level 1 Draenei could join?
A level 1 Draenei could join depending on whether or not they meet our criteria.
All right, well, excellent. Now, is there an IC or OOC interview?
Generally speaking, we have both.
All right, what do you look for in the in-character interview?
We look for basically somebody who knows how to roleplay relatively well. They don't have to be an expert, and we do accept beginner roleplayers. We just look for somebody who is willing to further themselves and willing to play and enjoy the game with us.
Okay, and what do you look for in the out-of-character interview?
We look for general friendliness, and we also look for people who know a little bit about the lore for the Draenei race.
All right, excellent. And you've already kind of answered this, but do I have to know how to roleplay?
We prefer that you know how to RP. However, we are willing to give those who show potential and willingness to learn a shot at joining the guild and learning how to RP a Draenei.
All right. Well, it sounds pretty straightforward. Now, is there a website folks can go to look at these sets of rules?
Yes, there is. We have a website on Engine. It's norcure.engine.com, and there is an application process that you have to do.
Oh, okay, so you must fill out an application as well, is that correct?
Yes, sir. We want to make sure everybody has read all of our rules and the history of our order and make sure that they understand what it is they're getting into.
All right, well, that is excellent. And do you find that kind of allows you guys to control better the folks that are coming into the guild?
Yes, it allows for us to make sure that we have people that would fit well with the order to come in and join us.
All right, well said, ma'am. All right, folks, so when we come back, Turwinkle has passed all the prerequisites. He's in the guild. He's put on his Draenei disguise. And next, we're going to find out the rules that he has to follow now that he's part of the Nor Curie. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And so, Ivania, we're going to talk about rules now that I'm part of the guild, but we're going to talk to somebody else about that. Who are we talking with?
We are going to be speaking with my co-GM, Gandalin. He is our big bad enforcer.
Alrighty, sir. So we are talking about rules, and I guess first we'll cover the in-character rules. What are the in-character rules I have to follow now that I'm part of the guild?
Once you are part of the guild, it is required that you understand that if you are part of the guild, you follow the commands, you aid your kin, and that you are willing to understand, communicate, and be humbled in times of either learning or communicating with other of your kin.
Oh, okay. So that makes sense. Is it more of a military type structure within the guild?
It is half and half, but mostly, yes, it is military. As always, we do have the spiritualists, which are for our healers and those who are more spiritually inclined.
Okay, excellent. And so what are the out-of-character rules that I have to follow being part of the guild?
For the out-of-character rules, we mostly have just the guild bank is available to all guild members. That's just a rule right off the bat. There is no bigotry tolerated. We do not appreciate everyone at each other's throats or trying to make it an unsafe environment for each other's. We like to keep the environment as under control and as friendly as possible. We want each other to be friends, not enemies.
All right, well, excellent. Yeah, respecting one another within the guild is very important to keep it a happy and safe and comfortable place to play, isn't it?
That is correct, sir.
All right, well, excellent. Those are really easy rules that I think anybody could follow. So well done there, sir. And so when we come back, folks, we are going to talk about ranks. We'll find out where Turwinkle's placed as a new member in the guild as far as ranks are concerned, what those ranks are, and how you can be promoted within them. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And so we have discussed the rules that I have to follow now that I'm part of the guild. And Ivania, we're going to talk about ranks next. So who are we talking to?
You are going to be speaking with one of my Exarch's council, General Le Mortis, about that.
Ah, excellent. Alrighty, sir. As a new member, where am I placed in ranks?
Oh, hello again. When you do start your journey through the guild, you are placed at a status called Initiate. It's somewhat near the beginning. Well, it actually is near the beginning, where we try and figure out, along with you, where you want to go with this. And we have talks with our initiates if we can, and we try and find just the right place for you to fit.
Alrighty, so how long is somebody an initiate?
It usually depends. With our initiation ceremonies, it is about a week interval between every initiation ceremony.
Oh, okay. So about a week. And so where do we go from there?
At the initiation ceremony, you'll see all the representatives or the leaders of the different sectors in Nord-Ture. The three that are accounted for are the Vanguard, the Spiritualists, and the Intelligence. And in that ceremony, you will speak with and figure out where you wish to go.
Oh, okay. And so let's talk about each one here real quickly. And so let's start with the first one there, the Intelligence.
The Intelligence mostly sprawls towards actually two types of sectors. It's two branches, actually. The Kelgard, who is not here at the moment, a dear friend of ours, he leads the research portion of it, which includes artificers, who are also known as crystal smiths, crystal architects. They work alongside technology in relation to crystals and Dranic technology. They also connect to the civilians, or the architects, or somewhere around that topic. The other branch of it is actually the main part of the intelligence group, where it is the trackers, the Rengari, those that would go into the field and be the eyes of the prophet and the eyes of the guild, actually.
Ah, okay. And let's talk a little bit about the Vanguard.
The Vanguard is actually split up into two parts, the PvE section and the PvP section. Myself, I lead the PvE section, and Alosa, to my right, leads the PvP section. We both try to work out and try and lean on each other to work out and combat any foes. We are the front line. We are the brunt of the force of Nord-Ture, and it kind of goes in tune with the Intelligence. The Intelligence and the Rengari go and recon, and they come back to us. And then the Vanguard take the action.
Alrighty. And then the last section is what again?
The Spiritualists.
Ah, and talk a little bit about those folks.
The Spiritualists, led by Cecine, they are more connected with the light, the elements, or any natural energy of any being. They are the more connecting to all Draenei in our guild. They, as the name suggests, they were much more spiritual in their sense, that they would rather search peacefully amongst the light or the elements. There are also a section of the Spiritualists that are the Guardians of Auchindoun, which work in part with the Auchinai.
Okay. And so you can choose one of those branches to go into, and each branch has its own ranks within it. Is that correct?
That would be correct.
And the leaders of those branches would then determine how you are promoted within those divisions?
That is correct.
Okay, so above those divisions, what do we have?
Above those divisions, we have the Enforcers, those that are officers, and they look over the guild, and they try and keep everything peaceful. If anybody needs anything, they can come to the Enforcers. The Enforcers are there to make the guild a good place to be around. And ideally, they are a actual collection of representatives for many organizations that we affiliate with within the Draenei.
Alrighty. And above those guys?
Above them are the Exarch's Council, the right hand of the Exarch and the High Vindicator. These are the ones that the Exarch goes to if she needs advice, if she needs a council to go to. And we also do the same as the enforcers, that we are here for the guildmates. If the guildmates need us, they can come to us.
All right. And then, of course, you have the Exarch at the top there.
Actually, it is split between two parts. The High Vindicator is Gandalin to my right. He is the mountain, as you can see. And along with Avania, our Exarch. Both of them lead and use us as a council to make the really hard decisions for our guildmates.
All right. And in order to take over the guild, all Turwinkle has to do is take out Avania. Is that correct?
In simple terms, yes.
Okay, excellent. Alrighty. So just a one-on-one duel in the Arena of Death, and Turwinkle will be running the Nor Cure before you know it.
You would have to face Gandalin first, I apologize. And then you get to Avanya.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, stepping stones, sir, stepping stones. Alrighty, excellent. Wonderful set of ranks, and within the guild, I always find that a guild that has a solid set of ranks within it is a well-organized and well-run guild, and will certainly stand a lot better than those guilds that are a little bit more disorganized in that regard. So, excellent. So, folks, when we come back, we are going to talk about guild events and find out what kind of guild events that the Nor Cure participate in. So, we'll be right back with that. All right, folks, and we are back. And so, Avanya, we are talking guild events now with the Nor Cure. And so, who are we talking to now?
You are going to be speaking with one of my enforcers. He is Arbiter Dorave.
All right, sir. So, guild events. As someone in the guild, what kind of guild events can I expect to participate in?
Currently, we do have, if you want to get to know your guild members, we have various casual roleplay events where we sit down and we talk, or we do lessons. Those are the devotionals, and they are typically led by Seer Sassine. We also have various training regiments that are led by General Le Mortis, and the initiation ceremonies as well. We also have ongoing storylines that happen at least twice a week that we do events for the storylines. As for OOC events, we do have where we go out and we raid High Mall, or we do PvP with Elosa, and Elosa typically takes along anybody that is willing to learn or is able to PvP.
Oh, well, excellent. So you guys stay fairly busy, is that correct?
We do indeed. Elosa also does an IC portion of her events where she speaks with everybody and briefs them on Horde activity.
Ah, okay. And so how often do you have the initiation ceremonies?
The initiation ceremonies we typically keep to about twice. We do 2 in 1 week, and they are once a week. Oh, never mind, they're once a week. We typically try to keep them fairly brief as well, where we do a quick talking to the members of the guild that are initiates, and we try to help them figure out where they feel best in the guild.
All right, and do you guys participate in any community events?
We do participate in some community events. Like recently we were at the Tournament of Ages, and we did have a booth there.
Right, Turwinkle said knowingly. Yeah, so it was fun to actually meet you guys there and find out all about your guild, and then set up the interview here. So wonderful. So again, I love to hear a guild that has a calendar full of things to do throughout the week, throughout the month, because why join a guild that isn't doing anything? You might as well be playing a single player game at that point. So excellent. Love to hear a busy guild, because again, you can only go so far with the PvE. PvP gets a little stale after a while, but if you are in a guild that is constantly doing things, running roleplay events, it keeps the game fresh and exciting for everybody. So excellent. All right, folks, when we come back, we are going to actually find out what the current storyline is and what the Nor Cure is up to at this point in time. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And so, Avanya, what is the Nor Cure up to currently in its storyline?
Well, currently we have several smaller storylines that are in some way, shape, or form tying in with the larger story arc that we have leading into Legions. One of these side events, actually, is an event that Sassine just recently ran, where they went into a prison ship and they found a warrior of the Draenei who was in stasis for a very long time. They woke her up, and we're currently trying to figure out what happened to her and whether or not she's telling the truth on some of the crimes that she was reported to have committed. And that is going to be tying into our main arc, where there has been some Legion activity in Shadow Moon Valley. There is a Minari behind some attacks where a village was razed, and we're trying to figure out why he was there, what he was doing, and what exactly is his end game for destroying all of these habitats and killing all of these people.
Wow, that is awesome. That sounds like an amazing storyline. And what I find really awesome is that you guys are already starting your storylines to connect to Legion.
Yes, we figured that with so much time between now and the next expansion, it would be a good idea to start leading into that story little bit by little bit.
All right, wonderful. So there you have it, folks. An easy story arc that you can connect your character to here with the Norcure. And it sounds like an awesome, awesome event. So if you join now, you get the chance to join in on that fun. So wonderful. So when we come back, folks, we're getting to my favorite part of the interview. That's where we talk to individuals here and find out what they enjoy about being in the Norcure. So we'll be right back with that. All right, folks, here we are. We're talking about what folks enjoy about being in their guild, because there are literally hundreds of guilds they could have joined, but they've chosen this one to be in. And so first up is Lamortis. He's Exarch Council of Norcure. He's a peacekeeper. He's a level 100 Draenei Paladin. Hello, sir.
Hello, good sir.
Now again, love your transmog, sir. It's awesome.
Thank you very much. That means much.
You bet. And so, sir, what do you enjoy about being in Norcure?
I started out playing WoW. I wasn't in any guild. I was playing by myself, actually. And I found this guild after searching and searching and searching and going through guild after guild. And I finally found this guild along with Ivania and Alosa. And we sat down and we made this guild. And we thought of the idea that this could be an environment for people to just be chill and have fun. And I've seen that. We've grown from the small little cluster of people into this huge collection of everyone from around the world. And it's amazing to see. And I am happy to see it every time I log in, to see that people are excited or people that are happy. And it's just an all-around wonderful environment to be here.
All right, well, that is a fantastic answer, sir. Thank you very much. All right, folks, up next is Ofana. She's an enforcer of Norcure. She's the Delver of Vaults, a level 100 Draenei priest, and carries the most scary candelabra I have ever seen. It's got skulls on it. Where did you get that, ma'am?
I got it from both the shoulders are from Throne of Thunder, and my little candlestick staff is from Naxxramas, actually.
Ah, I don't know if you know, but it's just a bunch of floating little heads there, ma'am.
Oh, I know. There's wax dripping everywhere.
Oh, okay. Now, ma'am, what do you enjoy about being in Norcure?
I think the most that I enjoy about Norcure is definitely with how accommodating they are. Lay wasn't joking when he says that people are from all over the world. I actually live on the furthest east coast, so I have a really strange time zone. So a lot of the times I don't get to make it to some events, but they always make sure that I'm still involved somehow, whether it be by being involved in the PvE, which I am heavily involved, as you could tell by the fact that I have some Mr. Pandaria gear, or whether it be in some casual roleplay. They always make sure that I feel involved. As well, you know, if there's ever a time that I feel that maybe I'm falling behind a little bit, they make sure they kind of pat me on the back and say, no, it's okay. They're just a really friendly guild. They're very loving, make sure that you fit in this guild. I have to say.
Well, that is a great answer because, yeah, there's a lot of guilds where you feel like you are just a nameless number and nobody really cares whether you're there or not. And that's always a sad place to be in, whereas the opposite's true, where being in a guild like this, you feel like it's home and they always try to make you feel involved. Isn't that correct?
So very correct. And if I could add something, that before I joined this guild, I was actually a fresh transfer to Moonguard. I was a little stranger in this new realm, and they kind of scooped me up. And now I feel like I could never leave this guild. I love them so much.
Oh, that's very nice. That's an excellent, excellent answer, ma'am. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Alrighty, folks. Up next is Elamir, Intelligence of Norcure. Elamir the Undying. He's a level 100 Draenei Shaman. Hello, sir.
And hello to you. How are ya?
I am doing very well. It's glad that you made it here tonight. He just got out of class, folks, and he rushed over here, so it's awesome to have you here tonight.
And needless to say, awesome to be here.
What class were you in, sir?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Well, I might not, but the viewers might.
It was actually a dance class.
Oh, wonderful. What style of dance?
Today was a Latin dance.
Ah, okay, fiery. All right, excellent. All right, sir. What do you enjoy about being in Norcure?
I would have to say mostly the inclusiveness. Not once has anybody looked at me as an invader into any kind of roleplay, anything like that. Everybody is the most accepting of people, and I've made this point out to everyone, both in Vent as well as in Guild Chat.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, again, we just talked about this, but feeling like you're part of a whole certainly is awesome when you're in a guild rather than a nameless number, a drone, as it were, of some of the other guilds. So that is awesome to hear, sir. That is a great answer, so thank you very much.
Oh, not a problem, not a problem.
Alrighty, folks, up next is Cecine, Enforcer of Norcure. Cecine is a level 100 Draenei Priest. Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
And so, Cecine, what do you enjoy about being in Norcure?
Well, in addition to the people who are absolutely fabulous, I like the fact that this guild does encourage people to be creative and to create their own RP storylines and to run events. It's not based on your rank, and everyone is encouraged to participate. And I like that they try to keep it equal so that everyone's character has that opportunity to advance for individual story development for characters and also to help characters find their place in the guild.
That is a wonderful answer, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
All right, folks, up next is the High Vindicator himself, the Mountain, and it is Gandalin. He's a level 100 Draenei Paladin. He's Gandalin, the Light of Dawn. And hello, sir.
Good evening, Turwinkle.
Now, sir, first and foremost, have you always been so big in your storyline, or was it something that your character started out as being a big Draenei and just kind of grew, or was it something that happened along your RP?
He's always been a big guy since the beginning.
Okay. And so the nickname Mountain has always been apropos to your storyline, correct?
Yeah, that was adopted in Argus, and then that came all the way down here, and he's just been used since then.
All right, excellent. Now, sir, what do you enjoy about being in Norcure?
Personally, what I enjoy the most with the Norcure is in the beginning, I have been searching for a guild for this character since Burning Crusade. And every guild that I've ever joined on this character, I've always been looked down upon, or I've been treated as if my quality was not well enough, or the character was not what they wanted. So, after hopping from guild to guild and having my favorite character not be seen in the light of being a really good character, it was really nice to come finally to a guild in the end that appreciated my character enough, appreciated me enough, that even within the short time that I was here, I was actually able to become co-GM.
Yeah, again, feeling like you belong is so important in this community that we all belong to. And it's nice to finally find a home where you feel like your character's storyline is appreciated. And, I think that's great that you found a home here. And that's awesome, awesome answer, sir. Thank you very much.
No, thank you.
All right, folks, up next is Malkarai, Vanguard of the Norcure. Malkarai of the Four Winds is a level 100 Draenei Shaman. Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
And I see you've brought up a friend. Who is this?
This is Wolf Eyes. It's one of Malkarai's spirit companions. She just have a few of those.
Okay, and does this play a big part in your roleplay?
It hasn't played a big part yet, but I do have something in the works, sort of foreshadowing and planning, involving one of the ancient Skuldren.
Oh, okay. Wow. That'll be interesting to hear about once you come up with that storyline. I can't wait to see what you come up with.
Thank you, and I'm sure it's going to be a big hit.
Oh, awesome. All right, ma'am. Well, what do you enjoy about being in Nor Curai?
One of the things that I really enjoyed about the guild is the number of friends that I have made here. One of the reasons I actually joined was following a couple of people I'd known before, and they in turn just introduced me to this group of amazing storytellers and people. And I feel like that's one of the strengths of any guild, is to have the kind of members like this. It'll make a fantastic guild.
Oh, awesome. Well, that is a fantastic answer, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Alrighty, folks. Up next is Ishdali, spiritualist of Nor Curai. Ishdali of the Four Winds. He's a level 92 Draenei shaman. And so, sir, when are you going to hit level 100?
When Legion comes out and I've already given up on leveling, so pretty much just then.
Wow, okay. Why have you given up leveling, sir?
Because I did it once Alliance, once Horde, and then I thought I was out of storyline, and that's really my only inspiration for leveling.
Okay, well that makes sense. And so, sir, what do you enjoy about being in the guild?
It's more about my character, for the fact, because Ishdali is a Croakroll. He is a Broken. And because of that, a lot of Draenic guilds are a bit more racist towards him, because it's a normal thing in Draenei society. And once I found this guild, I was extremely happy that I would be accepted, because I heard Draenei only, and I was like, oh no, am I going to be allowed in here? And I also really, really enjoy the fact of how me and this character, Ishdali, feel at home in this guild. They feel like they belong, when their whole lives they've been outcasts.
Ah, okay. Again, that is an excellent answer, sir. Thank you very much. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And up next is Seluna, Initiate of Nor Curai. Seluna is a level 100 Draenei priest. And, ma'am, you just moved, so you're still waiting on picking a particular place to go as far as ranks are concerned, aren't you?
Yes, sir, I am.
And obviously probably leaning a little more heavy towards the spiritualist side?
Yes, sir, but I'm not entirely too sure which sect I'm going to go with yet.
Okay, well, excellent. And so what do you enjoy about being in this guild?
Firstly, I love the amount of activity that there is. There's events every week that you can go to, and they're not entirely inclusive. I mean, anyone can attend, even if you're an initiate, or say it's a Vanguard event, you can go if you're a spiritualist. Certain things, I haven't seen this yet, but I'm assuming some things may be just for certain ranks, but I'm not too sure. But the amount of RP is stunning. Everybody, well, there's always RP going on at one point or another. And that, to me, is astounding. I've been in a lot of guilds that have died, and to just come to a guild that is flourishing is amazing. And I love the storyline of the guild. You can you can be a part of that storyline, and it's amazing. Like, your character isn't excluded. Like, everybody is included, and there's not just one core group of the guild that has their own storyline and maybe some other people on the fringe. And it's Sealy, we're a huge family, and it's the guild that I feel the most home in since I started playing WoW.
All right, well, awesome. That is a fantastic answer. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, folks, up next is Drave, Enforcer of Nor Curai. Drave of the Exodar is a level 100 Draenei Paladin. And so, sir, what do you enjoy about being in this guild?
I came to this server probably a month ago, or about a month and a half ago, actually, with Ofana. And both of us were trying to find a new guild for us, because over the last year, we've probably been in about 4 or 5 different guilds that have fallen apart unexpectedly within at least 2 months of us joining, and it's been very disheartening for both of us. And when we came to the server, I did some extensive guild hunting on my own, and I actually ended up finding this guild role-playing in the Cathedral District, and I whispered one of the members, and I was invited that night, and ever since then, I don't think I've ever felt out of place. I think this guild is more close as a whole than any other guild I've ever been in. It feels like this entire guild is just one giant family. We all love each other. We have such a closeness with each other, and I've never felt out of place here. I've never wanted to leave. I've never wanted to do anything, and honestly, the thought of me even considering leaving might bring like tears to my eyes because I'll be upset. This guild is a second family to me, and I never want to see it die.
Wow, that's a great answer, sir. Thank you very much.
No problem.
All right, folks. Up next is another new arrival here tonight. That is Shiraza, Spiritualist of Norcure, a Flame Warden. She's level 100 Draenei Shaman. Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Now, I love this transmog set that you have here. It's very passion-y, very fiery.
Thank you. Shiraz has always had really strong ties to the element of fire compared to any of the other elements, and I wanted her outfit to reflect that.
Now, what happened to her eye?
To make a very long story short, she crossed paths with the Shattered Hand, and let's just leave it at that.
Oh, okay. Some memories are left best buried. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, ma'am, what do you enjoy about being in this guild?
The people, the family, as a couple of folks have said before me. They're a good bunch of people. They always have been. I've been here almost since the guild formed, and I've always enjoyed my time here. I like being with the people. I like the events that we do. I like that we're so active as we are. That there's always events going on and whatnot. And more than anything, though, I like just that the people are so friendly, and it like a couple of people said before me, it's like a family here, and I really like being part of that.
All right, well, that is an excellent answer, ma'am. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
All right, folks, well, you know her, you love her. It's Ivania, the Exarch of Norcure. Ivania the Patient. She certainly has been with Turwinkle tonight. She's a level 100 Draenei Hunter. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, sir.
Now, Ivania, your question's a little different in that what do you enjoy about coming back here to lead this guild day after day?
Honestly, real life for me is not exactly great. I have a lot of problems. I've got a lot of difficulties. I have a lot of stress. I have an in-law who is very shortly going to be passing away from cancer, and this guild is pretty much holding me together. They were there for me when we found out. They're here for me when my days are bad, when everything gets low, when the stress of just real life is too much. And without them, I'm pretty sure my life would be a lot bleaker and a lot darker.
Well, you know, that says a lot about, you know, the folks that you surround yourself wherever you are in the world and whatever you're doing, and especially in this instance where you're in a guild where you feel like, as everybody here has said tonight, they feel like it's like a home. And they come here and the people are friendly, they're loving, they embrace one another as family. And so it's awesome that you've created this wonderful environment where folks not only feel that, but you feel that as well. And I've said it time and again, a guild is only as good as its guild leader. And I think you've done an awesome job here. Don't mind the the ogre there. But, you know, again, you've done an awesome job here. And I can't say enough about the friendliness of everybody here. Just what I've experienced throughout the night. So, well done, man.
I am nothing without my guildmates, so the props really go to them.
Very humble and modest of you to say, man. Alrighty, folks. With that, we're going to come back and we're going to find out if we missed anything during the interview. And so we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And so, Ivania, have we missed anything during the interview?
I don't think we've really missed anything. I'm pretty sure we've covered most of everything.
Oh, well, wonderful. And so, folks, again, if you're looking for a home to come to and you have a Draenei character out there searching for a place to hang out, be a part of an awesome guild, this is the guild to come to, isn't it?
Yes, it is. If you're looking for a big blue space goat tentacly family to come and cuddle with and enjoy the awesomeness that is our events, you should hit us up sometime.
That's right. And again, where can they go to do that, ma'am?
You can go to our website at norcure.engine.com, or you can come find one of my officers here on the Moonguard server.
Wonderful. So you heard it there, folks. Come and join these guys, especially if you have a Draenei character and you're wanting to roleplay. A wonderful guild. If you don't have a Draenei character, come up and roleplay with these guys anyway. They love roleplay, and you can still be a part of their story. Maybe not in the guild, but still partake in some of the awesome roleplay that they have over here on Moonguard. So with that, folks, we are going to come back with our final goodbye to this awesome guild, Nor Cure. We'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. So, Ivania, what a wonderful group you've got here, ma'am.
Thank you very much, and I love them too.
You bet. And so, folks, again, if you are looking for a home for your Draenei, come and join these guys. A wonderful, wonderful guild here. So thank you guys, all of you, for your patience here tonight, answering all of Turwinkle's pestering questions. And so with that, folks, we are going to head on back to the shrine with our final thoughts on this awesome guild, the Nor Cure. Wow, all right. Alrighty, folks. Well, we made it safe and sound back to the Shrine of the Seven Stars here. And boy, Turwinkle, what a fun interview, wasn't that?
Indubitably.
You bet. So let's give the Nor Cure a nice thank you, sir.
Allow me to express my deepest thanks.
Alrighty, folks. Well, if you like this episode, click that like button. If you'd like to comment on this episode or on any of our previous episodes, please do so below. Let us know what you liked and what you didn't. And finally, if you'd like to subscribe, well, we would love to have you. So just hit that subscription button today. All right, Turwinkle. Well, excellent job as always, sir. And Turwinkle, we will catch you next time.
Farewell.
Farewell, Turwinkle. Farewell.